Hello everyone, welcome to a brand new edition of Hue Spotlight. And like a breath of fresh air, I am so happy to have Shay in the hot seat here on Spotlight to talk about her new up-and-coming EP, a beautiful song called Stay. And I guess you're coming up for fresh air too as well? I guess we can say that?
I am. I feel like I'm coming up for fresh air with every new experience, so thank you so much for having me.
Oh no, it's been my pleasure. It's always great to meet new people and especially local. Because like everything else, everybody puts the damper on Winnipeg. Everybody says, oh, Winnipeg, that's, so terrible. And we spend so much time trying to uplift ourselves. So for you, Shay, what has it been like for your musical journey?
Well, speaking on, everyone looks down on Winnipeg. Winnipeg has so much to offer. And so putting in work to let others know, all the amazing things that Winnipeg and Winnipeg musicians have is just incredible. As a singer-songwriter in Winnipeg, I've really been getting to know a lot of different musicians, and there is a fantastic music scene here, and so I know I'm supported and in a good group of people.
What was the first, instance, time in your life where you really felt a connection with music and you wanted to pursue it?
That's a tough one. I'd like to say that my passion for music started when I was just a wee little girl. I often would sing myself to sleep, and I would sing myself awake in the morning. My grandma would know that I was asleep because I would sing, and just sing. So my passion for music has really been a lifelong thing, but as a career, and I started songwriting in 2016, and so it's kind of been a natural and organic evolution since then.
Well, and of course, then how did the pandemic and COVID and isolation and not being able to perform, and what is music now? I can make it in my bedroom, so why do I even need to go out and tour? Mm-hmm. How did that affect the Shay Wolf that we see today?
Well, I was really at the beginning of wanting to pursue things more seriously, and then the pandemic hit, and I feel like those 2 years are just, it was 2019 and I don't even know, whatever year, and it just smushed together, and it was like, that time never even happened. But, a lot of contemplation.
Yes, deep breathing.
Yes, a lot of time alone. But you know what? I always think when presented with challenges, I'm a silver lining kind of person. Mm-hmm. So, I think, how can we look at this differently? How can we, try to use it for good, and, explore maybe new avenues of making money as a musician, or other things. So I'm just kind of getting into that as a new artist. I haven't toured yet, so we'll see.
Yeah, well, and that'd be such an exciting time. Mm. But writing this EP now, with everything that you've been through, and gearing up for your release party, working with the band, all these different layers now that you're adding onto yourself and your songwriting, what have you learned? What sticks out in your mind, like even pearls of wisdom? Because there are a lot of young artists out there now in the same boat.
Well, for you watching, I think to embrace, all the aspects of yourself. I think as an artist, and I think a lot of artists will say that they, have a lot of emotions, or, sometimes my thoughts, while I can be very focused, sometimes are very overarching. And it can be easy to lose yourself in that sometimes, but I think feeling confident in, everything that you show up as, and you bring that into your music. So the more confidently you can do that, the better.
Oh, and what about fear?
That's something I experience a lot.
Okay, I was wondering about that. As a new artist, facing an audience, throwing your music out there, that's just fear on a different level, but then there is overarching fear. And has that affected you, and how do you work with it?
100% that has affected me. It still affects me. It affected me this morning. It affected me yesterday. It's something that it affects me all the time. It's not so much the fear of funnily enough, it's not really the fear of others that I have. I think it's more of the fear, of maybe feelings of self-doubt or, criticism. That inner critic can be, the loudest voice in your head, I think, sometimes. And dealing with that, I think, I said to somebody the other day that I feel like working through your fear is a good thing because on the other side, you have pride in yourself.
Wow. And I mean, you certainly have learned and confidence you need to as well. And I still think today, even though the doors have opened for young women and women of color and of all genders and genres of music, it still is hard, is it not, as a female?
Yes. And, I go into a lot of, late night kind of bars or the music scene and I look and, it's predominantly males on stage, male sound techs, male engineers. The industry is dominated by males, and males are great.
No. No, don't get us wrong here. Yeah.
But, when I see women supporting women or, non-binary people supporting, others, and there's just nothing like it, and I'm really happy to see kind of those changes and those support and the resources kind of coming around.
And what kind of image do you like to, or do you want to portray Shay Wolf as? Even, even on social media, posts and everything like that. What do you want your audience to know you as?
I think that's something that will be evolving. But I've always wanted myself as a musician to represent who I am. And I'm a thoughtful person. I'm a dreamer. I'm emotional. That's what I put into my songs. And so I think what I want Shay Wolf to stand for is just supporting others in, being who they are as well.
And your name, Shay Wolf. A story behind it. She's nodding. Yes.
Yeah, so my real name is Trista. And I did go under a different moniker when I first started songwriting, but people always think it's Krista, Tristan. And so for ease of stage, I always want to be authentic. And my middle name is Shaylin. And my mom's maiden name is Wolf. So that's how Shay Wolf came to be.
Beautiful. Well, we certainly won't forget it, that's for sure. Okay, so let's talk about the big show coming up March 8th. And she's clapping her hands. And yes, people, for a young artist, their first EP is so important. So important. And you want things to go perfect. And you have a band, and we were talking about the layers and adding dimension to your songs. I know it's a lot of hard work, but the experience, how has it been? It must be great.
I'm looking at ordering, merch and CDs, and I have this fun merch idea that you'll have to check out at the show. But, and it's been overwhelming at times and fun and practicing my songs and, getting everything ready. And I stop sometimes and I'm like, I've wanted this for so long, And so as much as it's nerve-wracking and exciting, and I'm just trying to savor it all.
Well, along the way, there's got to be a lot of people that have supported you, including your mom and dad and your family. But who else would you like to say thanks to? And
I'd like to say thanks to my mom, to my husband, Josh, to all my friends and family that have been, have supported me or come to shows ever since, I started writing songs. And really anybody that has said that any of my songs meant anything to them, or given my songs playing while they're, or played my songs while they're in the car, it all just means a lot to me.
Well, I'm sure that there's going to be a lot more to come. And congratulations, that's so exciting. And thank you so much for stopping by. We're going to hear from you. She's going to play her new single, Stay. And we just want to say congratulations to all the nominees. The Junos are coming up March 13th. Maybe one day we'll see Shay Wolf on stage. We'll know, the story behind the name. And oh no, I mean, and that you have to say is so great to celebrate Canadian music. And we do have some locals, Brothers Landreth, Indian City. Oh, fingers crossed for them to win. A great band. Andrew Belfour, James Ennis for classical music. The list goes on and on too as well. So congratulations, fingers crossed. We want to give a big kudos to Bad Parade's Amanda Sum and Francois Clark, two 100% independent artists. Shay, nominated. Amanda's going up against Sam Smith in Music Video of the Year. And then Francois is going up against Michael Bublé for Adult Contemporary Album. But, still, to be in that company. So,
fingers crossed.
Girls, we can do it,
Yeah.
and congratulations, 100% independent artists. So that's a big, huge kudo. All right, so we're going to take a short break. We are going to show you the premiere of Floodgates from Garrett Nealis. And when we come back, Shay Wolf.
Lost myself again. Didn't think I would. 10 months to my name. Thought I was good. You sneak up in the night, slip into my mind. Just when I let my guard down, suddenly you reappear. You whisper in my ear all your old familiar lies. Can't believe that I let it get to this tonight. Now the skin's broken, the floodgates are open. Let the waves take me away. I was treading the water till you pulled me under. Now the floodgates are open. Let it all crash in. When did I lose my control? Where did I go wrong? I thought it was all just for fun. The innocence, the highs, and the never-ending nights slowly turned into a nightmare. And they left me with nothing. Now the skin's broken, the floodgates are open. Let the waves take me away. I was treading the water till you pulled me under. Now the floodgates are open again. Everyone I love slips away. Why do I give in so easy? All you bring is shame and agony. There's no use in screaming, 'cause I'm all alone. And I can't let go. Now the skin's broken, the floodgates are open. Let the waves take me away. I was treading the water till you pulled me under. Now the floodgates are open, they're open again. Everyone I love
Shay Wolf, and this is the title track of my upcoming EP called Stay. Well, I was walking through my dreams on a clear moonless night when I saw the starry upside in the window that passed me by, and I saw my reflection of happiness in your arms, but you said nothing as you slipped into the dark. Oh, won't you stay one more moment, my love? Oh, won't you stay one more moment, my love? So I waited and I called the morning sun over to me, and I sat there as this crushing sense took over me, and the rain came and washed away all the memories of you, but you stayed in my heart as the bitterness grew. Oh, won't you stay one more moment, my love? Oh, won't you stay one more moment, my love? 'Cause I can't breathe without you right next to me. Oh, won't you stay one more moment, my love? You left me in the dark. You left me in the dark. You left me. Won't you stay one more moment, my love? Oh, won't you stay one more moment, my love? 'Cause I can't breathe without you right next to me. Oh, won't you stay one more moment, my love?
Oh, that was absolutely beautiful. Thank you so much, Shay.
No, thank you so much for having me.
Well, hey, just love to find brand new local talent, and talent you are indeed. So don't forget Shay Wolf. She's got her EP release happening on March 8th at the Handsome Daughter. Go out and support local music, and we'll see you next time on Hue Spotlight.